All right, everyone, welcome to the very first BMX React video of 2023. Not sure if this is going out Sunday or Monday yet, but that doesn't matter. Let's get into the reaction. So this is from someone who I am very excited to talk about because I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't know who he is, but I also wouldn't be surprised if you did know who he is. It's a European, I believe, BMX rider named Tomi P Nagy, and every time one of his videos comes out, I enjoy the whole thing from beginning to end because you never know what kind of trick this dude is going to do. His bag of tricks is super deep and he's incredible at riding. Just some of the stuff that is going on. I actually watched probably the first 10 or 15 seconds of this for the BMX news video that I did, and I thought I might want to react to it, but I was like, yeah, I don't know yet. And then I saw one trick in here that was like, yep, I'm just going to stop this and we're going to react to it and hopefully get some more people to know about this guy because he's put out videos like this for a long time and they're always incredible. So let's get into it. Tomi P Nagy 2022 BMX highlights. 22 highlights of Tomi P Nagy. Instagram is at P Nagy Killa right here. Thank you, Velvet BMX Shop, Vans, Gain, and GPS Clothing. So this video has over 1,000 views at this point. It's getting around there a little bit, and you're about to see why. So let's get into the reaction. Here we go. First, we got streets, nose bonk bar. And then, yeah, let's just flare a freaking wedge, a tranny wedge. 180 Superman Sea Crab Indian Air. Was that 1 or 2 or 3? That was, what? And then 180 pegs to downwhip. That was the one that made me go, okay, I have to react. Bar to foot jam whip after the opposite Canadian to can. Then you get a truck to table. Like, this is what I'm saying. You never know. Then a vertical raw ride Fakie cab whip in. Like, you never, ever know. What? Knows. I'm going to have to watch this whole video again just to know what happened. Air double bar in the streets. 180 whip. Nice, nice. This song is sweet too. Nice G-turn. 3 to foot jam whip. Song goes with it nice as well. It's good. Whoa! What was that? Tiny flare. Was that a down full cab down whip? What was that? Hang 5 to foot jam, like turn around foot jam. I can't even call these tricks. Triple or quadruple truck. Pegs hard 180 whip. Up rail. Was that a hop switch whip in? Air super seat. It's just incredible. You never know what this dude's gonna do. And like the park he's riding, it's a good park. And like, what? Was that a decade to Fakie? I don't even know. Truck to down whip. Whatever that's called. A hang on to bar. Flip foot jam to Fakie. Like, this video should have 100,000 views on it. Everyone should be talking about it. Everyone should see it because the riding is just on another level. 360 super seat, 180 whip to bar, up the step up, flip a big step up, 180 whip to bar. Okay, it was a line. It wasn't just that trick. Whoa, up rail over down whip to Fakie. Phoebes straight dubs, flare bar. This is what I'm saying. Pegs hard, Fakie front flip. Just everything about this dude's riding is incredible. If you don't know who he is yet, get familiar and look at his backlog of stuff because it's amazing. The song is cool at that point too. That's the end? Okay, that's the end. All right, we need to go through this and pause some things. So he does a 180 super seat. I guess you could call it an Indian Air because he kicks his feet different directions. Nuts already. Just bar catch bar to Smith 180. It's nice. Then the 180 Fakie pegs. Look at the pop on that to do that down whip. Let's do that again. Woof. Boom. Perfect. So that is an opposite Canadian with his normal front foot to can all the way out, followed by bar to foot jam whip. You literally have to do a play-by-play for something like this because you can't even comprehend what's going on fast enough to see it for real. So bar truck or 270 bar to table. Classics. Nice little tire slide before the vertical wall ride to Fakie. Let's just cab whip in, you know? No big deal. No big deal. There's this nose, like 450 to lucky, which is so rad. Gauge sharp. If you see this, you need to learn this trick because how sick is that? Then, 270 in. Makes sense. Boom. Hop dubs. Then the 180 whip out of the bank. Nice little G-turn. The freaking... Do you call it a 540 foot jam whip? Or do you call it a 3 to foot jam whip? What's the technical term for that? 3 whip to Fakie. No big deal. Little crank catch, but that's okay. It's crazy. It's crazy riding. This. What is that? What do you call that? Is that a Fakie decade? Okay, let's break this down. Bike is here, going Fakie. Bike doesn't move. That's a Fakie decade on a quarter pipe. What? I'm sure like Pat Casey may have done that before. That's the level that we're talking about here. Pat Casey level tricks. And this video has 1,000 views, and you probably never even heard of the dude before. Like, come on. Flaring a stem height quarter pipe. Maybe even less than stem height based on that last angle. So we got the hang 5 around to foot jam whip. Was that with opposite foot? Yeah, right footed. When he does foot jam whips, left footed normal because he's left foot forward. Quadruple truck. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. Quadruple truck. Then immediately, okay, so here's the thing that makes this so crazy and may give some perspective if you haven't figured it out yet. He just did a quadruple truck driver, and then in his edit immediately follows it with a up rail, a real up rail to hard 180 tail whip. That's like Garrett type stuff, Felix Prangenberg type stuff that we're talking about here. Garrett could do a quadruple truck and then go do a up rail hard tail whip 180. How many other people in BMX could even do those two things? And then, oh yeah, we gotta check, is that the switch whip? He's left foot forward. Yep. Switch hop whip in. There's the super seat Indian air after the whip on the hip. Then you got the 270 down whip, I guess you'd say. I don't know if that's opposite or not. I can't tell anymore. Yeah, is that oppo? I don't even know at this point. Bar to foot jam whip. Decade to Fakie. Like, decade to Fakie on a quarter by itself is completely bonkers. It's so insane. Then gotta make sure you got the classics, the 360 tuck no hander. Missed the last clip. But then he does the hang on, some people call it. Growing up, that was called the pervert, where I'm from, where you do a hang 5 but keep your foot on the pedal. I think Gage calls it a hang on, not positive. Flip to foot jam to Fakie. Imagine your toes on that one. 3 to nose to 3. Solid. Good hand plant. Then the down whip air. Is that switch down whip? Because he turns regular but whips the bike the other way. Yeah, switch down whip air. Just perfect catching pedals. 360 super seat. 180 whip to bar again. Or 180 bar to whip, rather. Pegs up. Down whip over. Down whip over means you're going pegs up 180 and half tail whip and catching in the middle. Boom. Here's the 180, normal 180. Is that opposite down whip? Something doesn't make sense there. That is insane. Then Phoebe's bar, catch bar, and he's doing that at a jam. Like, wow. And then the pegs hard to Fakie fronty to cap it off. If you don't know who this guy is, get familiar and watch his previous stuff. He's incredible. He's on the level of so many top name pros, but I feel like isn't the well-known, well-established name in mainstream BMX that he should be. So Watch this one. Check it out. It is insane. He's doing so much of this stuff, you know, at this random skate park. I wonder where this skate park is even at. Wonder where this mini ramp inside is even at. Kendaland. Let's find out. Kendaland. Kendaland underscore land. We're gonna find out real quick. Budapest. Is that Budapest? Budapest. I'm not entirely sure. I think so, because I think that's what came up, and that's what came up for the Velvet or whatever that was BMX shop. Regardless, look this dude up. His Instagram is P Nagy Killa. Watch it. Watch this video, watch his previous videos, and have your mind blown. And hopefully we can try and start to blow this dude up, because he deserves it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this BMX React. Let me know if there's anything else that I should react to that I haven't yet. An old video, a new video, something in between that I maybe haven't seen yet. I love to watch videos and react to them. I'm so glad I decided to react to this one. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it enough to subscribe down below if you haven't yet. And we'll see you tomorrow for another one. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.